chilling in Alaska, swimming in Atlanta, vultures out in Beemore, they Kira, Carolina, they wildin' in Chicago, howling down in Big D, Mile High in Denver, that Tallahassee pride is deep, they lunching in Vancouver, Desperado shooting, the renegades on the loose, the hyenas looting, gold out in QC, who higher than them sparrows, the furies swooping in divine order for the pharaohs, Indy on the rise, the sharks about to mash, gladiators, knights and Aztecs about to clash. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. First and 10, I'm so aggressive. The end zone, the game plan, no pressure. They gotta pay me how they measure me. You know these haters on my back like the referee. You know I'm in it to win it. Game day, I'm about my business, I gotta get it. So I'm all about my ends. And these non-stop wins. They can't touch us, can't touch us. We turning up on these suckers. You know the D brought the rockets. Cause we tighter than the huddles. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. Third down is going down. Round the pound, oh, we gotta air them out. That's why I gotta hit the route. Hit the flat, if I catch it, then I'm out. 40 inches by the tape. YOLO, just no pump fake. So tighten up and hit the power high. The outer blow to draw them off sides.
Ryan Michaels gets a block midfield. Ryan Michaels, he could be gone. Trying to make comfortable behind, he will not. Touchdown, Houston.
Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party.
Jay Yola shakes it. Oh my goodness, and Yola gets away. Jay Yola on the first play for Tallahassee is going to score again. Left side, Odom gets away. Odom breaks another tackle. That's Odom. You've got to be kidding me. Big chase, 10-5 touchdown. Oh my word.
Tonight, Week 4's rivalry night emanates from H-Town, Houston, Texas, where the Houston Hyenas riding high after a 2-1 start. Tulsa trying to climb their way out of the doldrums a bit, starting 0-3 Michael Martin, trying to bounce back after a dismal effort against Tallahassee last week. He goes up against a very talented secondary in Houston. It's the new edition of the Red River Rivalry. It's on Twitch. It's presented by APM Music, and it starts right now. Houston, Texas, welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Chris Curtis and Ramos Lynn with you, the former Season 9 SFL champion, as we take you inside the Hyena Den Park Stadium, where Tulsa looks to get into the win column against the Houston Hyenas. Ramos, we have a couple of teams going in really different directions here. Michael Martin, his work cut out for him against a very talented secondary.
Yes, definitely. Let's see if Tulsa can finally step it up. You know, Tulsa, they are one of the worst teams right now in the SFL as far as points per game goes. Only 15 points per game in the first 3 games, and that's a big reason why they're unfortunately 0-3 after last season coming up off a hot start. They started the season 8-0 last season, Curtis. Now this time, sophomore season, 0-3 and struggling.
A little bit of a sophomore slump for Tulsa, no doubt about that one. They do have a bright spot. Last week holding the Pride to just 16 points in 4 quarters of play. They will hope to get the offense going to work with the defense as well. Desperados are going to kick the ball to Houston to start things off, I do believe. Am I right in that?
Yeah.
It looks like it, yes. So Tulsa will kick it off and give Houston the football in front of their home faithful. We're ready for football. Kick is on the way, and we are underway as it will be down to the 10-yard line. Caught there at the 15-20, going right to the 25 to the 30, and taken down there. And actually, I was run to Tulsa getting the ball as Houston in the burgundy uniforms will go ahead and kick it away. So we will see Michael Martin first thing, as we'll see what he has in store for us on this first drive.
Yeah, and this Tulsa defense allowing right now 240 yards per game passing and rushing. It's been their struggle. They allow 184 yards rushing per game, Curtis. That's second worst in the SFL, only to San Francisco.
Michael Martin hands off to Sansa Robinson. The look at the Tulsa offense. Sansa Robinson, who you just saw get tackled behind the line. Andre Godspeed, Stephen Bush, and Corey Jones going to be the wide receiving tandem for the Desperados. And that is it for the offensive stars for this roster as you take a look at Martin on second down.
Yeah, and another thing that has killed Tulsa this season, they are -5 in turnover differential. So it's going to be very important for Tulsa to get interceptions and stop interceptions.
That is a really good ball to the left-hand side for Tulsa. It's going to be a catch for Andre Godspeed. His first grab. It's a first down for the Desperados.
Yeah, and very important for the Desperados to start strong this drive and get consistent first downs and hopefully a score for them.
Taking a look at Houston's defense real quick. Tyleek Jones, Ryan Michaels, the cornerback tandem for the Hyenas. In the safety positions, Eddie Gage, the longtime veteran, and Blake Chance, the free safety, going to round out the safety spot. Sansa Robinson gets a rush up the middle. He will not go very far. It is 2nd and 9 as they get closer to midfield.
Yeah, and if you're Tulsa, you want to stay away from these safeties, maybe two of the best safeties in the SFL. You want to establish the run game.
Blake Chance, of course, I mentioned B.J. Lovelace, Rodney Panani, and Chad Tackle. You're the defensive stars for Houston as they look to make a stop on second down. Handoff to Robinson. He's got some room to run right side, and he will get near midfield. They'll say at the midfield stripe. It'll be 3rd and 3. 3rd and 2, rather.
And again, it's important. Yeah, it's important for Tulsa to get in this third and short situations. Stop the possibility of even thinking about throwing the ball deep and testing these safeties.
Offside I formation for Michael Martin. 1 for 1 in the passing game at the moment. We'll see if he can go 2 for 2. He's got a chance here. He's going to get taken down from behind. Hyena's defensive line not messing around. He'll lose a couple, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, the pressure came into this, and, they have one of the best defensive coordinators in the SFL right now. And, they know how to put in the pressure, and they just do not, when they get to the quarterback, they make the sack.
Pressure coming from Chad Tackle there. Gets his first sack of the game. Tulsa will punt and give it to the Hyenas for their first possession of the game. Kick on the way. It's end over end. Should get to about the 15. Caught there. An attempted spin move is thwarted. So back the other way, the young rookie phenom Kentez Johnson for Houston had an 81% completion percentage last week against in a win over the Atlanta Swarm. 3 touchdowns, but 4 interceptions. He'll look to improve on that as he comes up in this first drive for Houston.
Yeah, it's very important to see if Tulsa can force these turnovers. As I was saying, they are -5 right now in turnover differential. So, it's very important for them to get interceptions and stop the run. They have been really bad against the run.
And that is a ball to the right-hand side. Houston, that is a catch for what looks to be a non-contract wide receiver, and that is going to be at least a 2nd and 7 3-yard gain.
Yeah, there was charge ball there on the coverage, and again, it's important for Tulsa to get a stop here and force a punt and get a good field position.
Yep, I did hear your audio feedback in the chat. Appreciate that. I did turn it up a little bit. We'll see if that makes a difference. Let me know as we look at a 2nd and 7. Chance for Johnson. Wings it over the middle. That's going to be a catch near the 40-yard line and a seed over the middle again. The Houston Hyenas over the middle. Really, that's a tight end, Yasin Clifton, my fault, as he gets in his 2nd catch of the game.
Yeah, and Yasin Clifton lived last season with Alaska, lived in the middle of the field. They put it on the slant, post routes and everything, and became one of the best tight ends in the SFL. Went to the Pro Bowl last season, coming into Houston and doing his thing.
Handoff. That is going to be Warren Murray, who's going to get a couple. Taking a look at the Houston offense real quick. We've already seen Kentez Johnson, Warren Murray right there. Badir Ajlani, DR Sim, the longtime wide receiver for Houston in the wide receiving tandem. We've already seen 2 catches for Yasin Clifton so far. We'll get to the Tulsa defense here in a moment, but a big 2nd down about to take place as they inch towards midfield.
Yeah, and again, it's going to be very important for Tulsa here to get the W, and because when you go on 4, it's not impossible. We've seen teams, but they need this win badly.
That is going to be a 1-yard gain, not much to it. As you take a look at the Tulsa defense, cornerbacks going to be Nate Heslep and Kyler Murray. Safety tandem Kanye Rockefeller and Charles Ball, who had two interceptions against Tallahassee. Espen Rael, the linebacker. That is Rhett Sawyer and Gib Lebu for the defensive tackle and defensive end spot. Houston, that is Johnson, long and caught, and he is going to go to the house. That is a Houston touchdown. Badir Ajlani.
Yeah, and this is what has killed the Tulsa Desperados defense and the team overall is the fact that they cannot stop these big plays. He was wide open. It was a corner route, and it's very hard to stop. I mean, they were 5 wide receivers on this play, and it's very hard to stop. But the corner maybe thought he was gonna do like an out route or something, and left it wide open for the score.
So Houston on the board first. It only takes a few plays for them to strike big. While the iron is hot, it'll be a kick coming up on the extra point for Houston, and Tulsa is going to have to try to play from behind early. As we play fairly early still in this first quarter of play. Snap good, hold good. Kick on the way. It is up, and it is through. Kentez, 1 touchdown. As of right now, he is perfect on the evening through the air. We'll see what he does on his next possession, but right now, Tulsa going to try and answer. Kick going to be on the way fairly shortly. Ball is going to be in the air right now as it's going deep. We caught at the 10-yard line again. On the left hash, moving to the right hash, through the middle, going to get to the 28, the 29 is where they'll mark him, and Michael Martin be back out on the field. Look to see a little more of Michael Martin on this drive. They tried Sansa Robinson a couple of times, but really could not find the groove with him in that spot. We'll see if that changes.
Yeah, we'll see if that changes. Michael Martin coming into this game, 86 out of 134 with a touchdown, but 7 picks for this season. So hopefully for him, we'll get a few touchdowns here to help.
Over the middle, win. Tipped and incomplete. Very good coverage in the secondary from 32 on Houston. That is a really good ball over the middle that was nearly picked.
Yeah, and again, he has thrown 7 interceptions this season, and that's why, he wants to test the defense, and more often than not, it has not come his way.
Martin now 1 for 2 on the evening. He's got split backs behind him. One of those backs, of course, is Sansa Robinson. Hand off to Sansa. Got a little bit of room to run. He'll worm his way through the middle and get 7 yards. 3rd and 3 upcoming as they got to get to the 39.
Another important run here for Tulsa to make this a manageable 3rd down. And, probably you can even hand the ball off again to Sansa Robinson one more time.
So it looks like we're having a little bit of a number issue with some of the numbers in the secondary. 32, Blake Chance was the one in that coverage earlier. This will be to the right. Chance for Sanzo, but he cannot get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, and it's a 3 and out for Tulsa when they did not need it.
Yeah, it's very bad to put the defense back up on the field this quickly. You wanted to have at least a first down to give your defense a little bit of rest. Now you put the ball in Kenton Johnson's hands, and he looks kind of hot today.
Good start for Houston defensively. Tulsa in a bit of a tailspin at the moment to start this game, but there's a lot of football left. This ball punted over the midfield logo to the 28 and tackled there. So back to it. Out comes Kentez Johnson. He's perfect so far, 3 for 3. See if he can continue that as the Hyenas look to go up 2 scores. Houston, right in the thick of things in the Southern Conference. Tulsa down in the bottom at the moment, but we've seen teams stage a massive comeback in the mid and later part of the seasons. This will be a chance for Kentez on first down. Good route. That's a catch and a lot of room to run towards the 30-yard or towards the 44-yard line. Caught at the 43. Hyenas move the chains and get past the midfield stripe.
That's a really good route right there by the receiver, and the defender, not there on time. Probably wanted to swat the ball or something, but not right there in time, and a big gain for Randy Gathers.
So towards the sideline, a huge hit knocked him near out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Hyenas. Kentez Johnson now 4 for 4, already up over the 100-yard mark in passing. And that's going to be a free play. Kentez towards the sideline, caught, and I believe they may say he was out of bounds on this. Not going to matter much as Yassine Clifton brings in one more, and we'll see what Stripes has to say. So the Hyenas will accept the penalty. It's on Lidu. Five-yard gainer. It'll be a 1st and 5 now after accepting the penalty, I do believe. Yep. As Kentez, perfect rating so far. Not looking like a rookie at the moment, Ramos. This will be a handoff to Murray going to the left, and they get taken down after a 2-yard gain, as Tulsa will get to him.
Yeah, and looking at the receivers, DR Sam this season, 10 catches, 294 yards, has 3 scores. And when you look at the receivers, Kentez has been spreading the ball around pretty well. Ajlauni, Yassine Clifton, Warren Murray getting involved this season, and it has contributed to the Houston Hyenas offense.
Split backs for Kentez Johnson. Handoff. Plenty of room for Murray. He has a block, but he runs right into his blocker. Does get the first down, but he could have cut that to the outside and had a lot more.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. Probably was 6-point material on that one. But, regardless, it was a first down, and, Houston Hyenas offense looking very, very good. They were pinned deep on their own side of the field and looking very, very good this drive.
Hand off one more to Warren Murray. Breaks through a tackle. Can't break through 3, though, as he's going to get taken down after a 2-yard gain. They are inside field goal range. Houston has a chance to go up 2 scores after another Murray run.
Yeah, and a few of these Houston Hyenas players were in the Pro Bowl last season. We had DR Sam, we had Chad Tackle, we had Warren Murray, who was at one point, probably, candidate for league MVP, and looking right now really, really strong.
And that's Murray on the off tackle. He's going to get chased down from behind. Couldn't get past his blocker, and another one that's close to a first down, but just short 3rd and 2 on the way. Tulsa could really do well to limit them to 3 points here.
Yeah, it will be very important if they can stuff him in here in the 3rd and 2 and force another field goal here first the first field goal for Houston.
Plenty in the box defensively. They smell a Warren Murray run. They will get one, and he's not going to get there. Big stop by Tulsa's defensive line to cut down on the run blitz, and it's a 4th down field goal attempt incoming for Houston.
And that was a 3-4 defense right there by Tulsa, and they sent out everybody. The safeties, the linebackers, the cheerleaders, everybody was coming in for Warren Murray, and a big stop.
38-yard attempt from the right hash coming for the Hyenas special teams unit. See if Tulsa can even limit them to nothing. If Houston can miss this field goal, we'll see. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is on the way, it is up, and it is through. They'll say it was 37 just inside the right upright, and Houston pushes it to a 10-0 lead. Tulsa is going to be in tough straits if they can't get something going on this drive. So back to it. Houston about to kick the ball off, give the ball back to Michael Martin. Martin has not had a lot of opportunities to throw the ball in this game. Really, the offense has leaned on Sansa Robinson to do anything, and unfortunately have not been able to get anything going in that vein just yet. Kick return heading to the 20, spin move to the 25, the 26. They'll say he got to the 28-yard line. 29-yard line, sorry, and that is where Martin will start this drive out.
Yeah, it's going to be very important for Martin here to do not panic. You need to, score points here quick, but at the same time, you don't want to throw an interception, an ill-advised throw, and put the defense back up on your field again. You want to establish here a good drive, and if it comes with only 3 points, that's good. Better than nothing.
Yeah, Martin to throws short, has a catch, a shoulder first try to break the tackle is going to be thwarted. Good ball, and a 5-yard gain for Stephen Bush.
Stephen Bush has been the best receiver right here for Tulsa this season. Trying to get the numbers here right quick, but Stephen Bush has been the most reliable part of this receiving core of the Tulsa Desperados this season.
3 in the backfield for Martin. Handoff, Robinson, and he may have gained a yard. He will. 3rd and 4 upcoming. You got to put the ball in Michael Martin's hands here. You got to throw it to try to get this first.
Yeah, and I agree with you, and I think it has to be Stephen Bush. This season, 21 receptions, 354 yards. Doesn't have a touchdown, but averaging 17 yards per catch. So you need to put the ball in Stephen Bush's hands.
Houston faithful getting loud in this really big 3rd down for Tulsa. Handoff, Robinson through the middle. He's not going to get there, and that's an ill-advised call in my eyes. Can't do that continuously and make it work, and Blake Chance comes up and make a stop.
Yeah, very predictable. And when you run to that side, you have right there Chad tackled. You have right there who pancaked the guy. Right there who have, you have those big guys, and it's not an easy task to run against this Houston Hyenas defense.
And Houston going to get the ball back again. Another punt. 3rd one of the game already for Tulsa. And this is going to be, again, end over end to the 29. Caught there. Returned back to the 36. And that is going to be 1st and 10 again for Kentez Johnson, who already has a touchdown in this game, has a chance to put his team up 3 scores. Three in the backfield for Johnson. On 1st down, handoff coming to Warren Murray, has some room to run, and he's going to get past a blocker. And that is going to be a 2nd down after an 8-yard gain. We had a little bit of a glitch with the cameras there.
Yeah, but, Houston looking very strong right now. They're getting positive yardage on pretty much every single play. And that's very important for them. If you do not get sacked or anything, that's going to be very, very positive.
First quarter in the books in the SFL's version of the Red River Rivalry, 10-0 Hyenas. Be back with you in just a moment. This is the SFL on Twitch, presented by APM Music. We'll be right back.
Show Business Studios can take your dream and make it reality. Any show, anytime, any place. Show Business Studios is limited only by your imagination. Find us at showbusinessstudios.com.
The SFL's Rivalry Night on Twitch, presented by APM Music. Also by Show Business Studios, Media Tech Institute, Richards Printworks, ScoreStream, and Spygoat. Back into downtown Houston. Take a look there at River Oaks Theater as we get back inside of Hyena Den Stadium, as we have the Hyenas on the attack after a big run to make a first down on second down. That's a good start, going right to left to start the second quarter, and they have a new set to work with as they inch towards midfield.
Yeah, and on the first half, Warren Murray, played really strong with 8 attempts, 28 yards, and let's see what he can do in the second quarter.
Chance for Johnson. Backs up, 3-step drop, throws right side towards the sideline. That is going to be a catch. It'll be a 6-yard completion. And a nice ball for Badir Ajlani.
Yeah, Badir Ajlani has been a very reliable receiver for this past few seasons for the Houston Hyenas. Last season, Houston got to the playoffs, and Badir Ajlani was a big reason why.
Houston trying to go up to a 17-0 lead if they can get a touchdown here. Offset I for Kentez. 4 on the defensive line for Tulsa. Playing majority in the secondary. Handoff for Murray. He'll break through one, but no, not quite. Shoelace tackle brings him down, and it's a good one, but it is a 1st and 10 for Houston.
Potentially a score-saving tackle right there, Curtis. If Warren Murray breaks that tackle, with his breakaway speed, probably he's gone.
That was a good one. Espan Rael is the one who actually brought him down. Offside I again for Kentez. Back to it, looking to run with Murray, and he has been the workhorse on this drive and continues to pummel his way forward after a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, this is what Houston will do all game long right now. Is tiring this Tulsa defense, running the ball inside, running the ball outside, and just making this Tulsa defense play on their heels.
113 yards so far through the air for Kentez Johnson. 41 on the ground for Warren Murray. This be his 12th attempt if he gets it. And he will. To the left, breaks through one. Going to try to push his way forward for the first down. Not quite going to get it. It'll be 3rd and 2.
That's a big play by the left guard, number 69, trying to get a name here. But he pulled on a power play, and he just destroyed the defensive back on that play.
Offside I once more from the left hash. Plenty in the box. They smell a Warren Murray play. I think the entire building smells a Warren Murray play. Warren's going to get it, and he's going to get taken down behind the line. Finally, Tulsa's defense stands up and stops him from getting to the first down marker. It'll be 4th down.
And also stops them from getting into field goal range, Curtis. This is very important. Right now, it will be a 53-yard field goal. And they're gonna punt. Even though this is a dome, they're on their own field. This is a very long field goal, and they're punting the ball.
Yeah, it's a safe bet, too. With a 10-0 lead, you don't have to press it.
Sure.
So it's a very, very good decision by the Houston coaching staff. They'll try to pin down the Desperados inside of their own 10, if at all possible. Punt is on the way. Good hang time on it. It'll bounce at the 9. It's knocked down at the 9-yard line, and that is where the Desperados will get the football on the left hash. Back out comes Michael Martin, who has had his struggles, but they got to let him air it out a little bit. They've really leaned on Sansa Robinson and hasn't gotten him anywhere.
Yeah, I agree. Even though your quarterback has thrown a few amount of interceptions this season, you have to throw the ball. Sansa Robinson really not working today. First quarter, 7 carries, 12 yards only.
Handoff. Robinson has a couple of yards. He's going to bowl his way to the 12-yard line after a 3-yard gain. And it'll be 2nd and a few as they run the ball again.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a proper shout-out. Number 69 was Frank Martin, the guard from Houston, who just pulled to the left and just destroyed one of the defensive backs again. That was a very impressive play by the left guard.
Yeah, needed that. This will be a Michael Martin under center play. 2 in the backfield. 4 on the line defensively for Houston. No, in the gun, sorry. This will be over the middle. Short one. And a very conservative play call on 2nd down does that them a yard, but not much more than that as Sansa gets the ball in his hands again.
Yeah, everybody seemed to be well covered. That was kind of like a cover 4, even cover 12 play by Houston, and there was no other option but to dump it short.
3rd and 5. Got to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Martin to throw. Has time. Wings it over the middle. That's picked off. Back at the 20, and it may be back the other way to the house. That is a Houston touchdown. If I'm not mistaken, it's Ryan Michaels who brings it back in. Houston's up 3 scores.
Yeah, it is indeed Ryan Michaels, and Ryan Michaels was also a pro last season. I was able to coach him in the Pro Bowl last season. Very instinctive player. He's kind of like a cluer, you know what it's called, a corner. He's not like a press man-to-man, but he's a cluer off man coverage corner. And right there, he reads the quarterback all the way, makes the pick, runs it back to the paint. And Houston looking very, very good, up 16.
And that's on, it's a little bit on Michael Martin for the pass, but also on a little bit of the decision-making in the play calling, because the Desperados have looked way too predictable right now, where they're leaning on Sansa Robinson until their backs are against the wall, forcing Michael Martin to throw, and Martin, when he's forced to throw in an obvious passing situation, is struggling.
Yeah, he has. He really, really has.
Yep. So 17-0. Hyenas up 3 scores. Desperado's going to get the ball back again. Ramos, we got to see more of Martin, but you gotta think with that interception, his confidence is taken down a little bit further.
Yes, definitely. I mean, it's very hard, you know, to go to this environment. Houston, they have been a team for many seasons now, since season 6, and winning in this environment is not easy. It's really difficult to win here in Houston, especially if you're down 17 points. A quick shout out to NFL 2K5. Thank you very much for the sub.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate that and all the support with the bits and the subs. That's going to be a ball. It's going to be Charles Ball who brings that one back to the 28-yard line. Tulsa back with the football. They're at least out of the shadow of their own end zone. We'll see if they can move it in a positive direction as we close in on halftime.
Yeah, also a quick shout out to DR Sim, 100 bits. Thank you very much. DR, the Hall of Fame receiver and owner of the Houston Hyenas.
3 in the backfield for Tulsa. Sansa Robinson again getting a first down carry, going to fight his way through the pack and get 4 yards. It did not look like a 4-yard gain at the onset of that, but he does fight his way through, and Eddie Gage with the stop.
Yeah, this is a nasty Houston defense. You know, you have B.J. Loveless right there. You have Rodney Panani. You have Blake Chance, Eddie Gage, Ryan Michaels, Talik Jones. I mean, this defense is just so stacked. And it's really hard to run against, pass against.
This will be another one for Santo as he gets his way to the first down marker. That's a good one. And it will get them a first down, their first down in a while for the Desperados. Or the fullback, sorry. That was Buffalo Marshall.
Yeah, and it's probably something that Houston was not expecting. Probably they were expecting another throw, and they got him with the run. And a big first down for Tulsa. Let's see if this lights a spark on them.
They need it. Michael Martin looks like he's going to throw this under center by himself. Nobody in the backfield except for 5 wide. Throws it over the middle. That's caught on a slant route, a post route over the middle. And that is a good one looking for, I believe, Stephen. No, I'm sorry. That one. Yes, Michael Martin with the throw. It is Corey Jones with the catch.
Yeah, Corey Jones right there with the catch, and a very nice play scheme right there, Curtis. You know, he was going in a slant, and the other receiver goes going like a stop route. So a lot of different routes, combinations, and a big first down again for Tulsa, who are now in Houston's side of the field.
Martin 4 for 6 in the game right now, but only 33 yards through the air and 1 interception. Handoff to Robinson, and he goes absolutely nowhere. What a grab behind the line on the tackle, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's probably one of the most impressive plays I've seen for Chad tackle. It was a big, formation here for Tulsa, going to the left, and Chad tackle sheds the tackler, or the blocker rather, and stops diagonally the running back. It was a very impressive athletic play by the defensive tackle.
Martin to throw towards the right side, dragging the feet, and it is indeed a catch for Stephen Bush, his 2nd grab of the ball game. Oh, they actually say no.
And a very important play right there. If it was a catch, it probably was a catch.
No, it is. It is. Sorry, it is because the thing moved forward. Yep, we're good. 4-yard.
Yeah, 3-yard gain. Yeah.
in the gun. Michael Martin, 5 wide. It's like Houston might be sending a little extra help. They've got 4 on the line, but plenty more looking to come. They send 4. Martin puts it over the middle. Can't catch. 10-5. Stephen Bush will prance into the end zone. That is a desperado touchdown as Stephen Bush takes it to the house.
And it's a very rare miscue right there by the Houston Hyenas defense. They did not cover the ball deep. They were just expecting like a short throw. And Eddie Gage was unable to make the stop as the wide receiver goes in the end zone to the paint.
And the cojones on Stephen Bush to do that in front of the enemy crowd just as he gets into the end zone. That is fantastic from Stephen Bush. And it's a 17-7 game after the extra point should they go through.
Yeah, again, a very important score here for Tulsa. Obviously, you cannot allow Houston to go up 17 points and then just do nothing, right? You just needed to go, throw the ball, and get a score before the half, and that's exactly what he did.
Low snap, kick is still on the way. It is up, and it is through. So 17-7, it is indeed just over 4 minutes left here in the first half. We will have the kickoff very shortly. Houston going to get the ball back. Kenta is looking to bring them back up to a 3-score game. We'll see if he can do it. But they need an answer after Tulsa does indeed go down the field and gets one. And that's a big confidence booster for Michael Martin. Kick is on the way. It'll get down to the 10-yard line. Caught and returned to the 25 to the 30. And he is caught there. Kentez back out on the field. We'll stop for a quick message from the SFL.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Kentez looks to throw on first down. It was nearly a pick six the other way. Charles Ball. No, I'm sorry, not Charles Ball. It's a linebacker anyway, who nearly brought that one back.
Yeah, it was Richard Newton, the outside linebacker, the non-player, 6'4", 245. And if he makes that interception, that's a pick six, and that would have been huge for Tulsa.
That's actually going to be the first incompletion of the game for Kentez Johnson. 5 for 6 now with 113 through the air. He's in the gun by himself on second down. Looks like Tulsa going to send some extra help. One extra coming. That's going to be a throw to the outside, and a drag of the foot is a good one. And the linebacker, Warren Murray, is going to be able to hold that one in.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't see very often for running backs here in the SFL right there. When you throw the ball, it's probably to the flats going from the backfield, but now he was spread out wide as a receiver, running the outside route, and, you know, a good one. I mean, 3 yards makes it a more manageable 3rd and 7.
This will be a play-action chance over the middle. Caught! And that is a catch for DR Sim, his second one of the game, I do believe, and it is a first down for Houston.
You don't see play-action plays more, often here in the SFL right there, Curtis, but that was a beautiful, and it was kind of weird to see a play-action because in 3rd and 7 you do not expect them to run, but it seems that Tulsa bid on that one, and a big first down for Houston.
Move the ball a little bit more. Still 3 and 45 left here in the first half. Expect Warren Murray to probably get this. Nope, it'll be a throw for Kentez. Kentez to the outside, and that is a ball towards the sideline again. DR Sim, second catch in as many plays, and they'll move it to 2nd and 7.
Yes, and Houston kind of, dinking and dunking right now. They do not want to throw an interception, obviously, right now. So kind of running the ball, throwing outside routes, short inside routes. And I think it's good for them. You want to take as much time as you can and score before the half.
Hand off to Murray this time. Tries to get through one, but a good high tackle is going to bring him down the linebacker again. Brings down Warren Murray. It'll be a 1-yard gain, 3rd and 6.
Kanye Rockefeller right there on the stop. And Kanye Rockefeller was the number 1 for the Houston Hyenas 5 seasons ago, now playing with Tulsa. And at 6'3", 232 pounds, a big safety more kind of like a box type safety.
Kentez looks to wing it deep over the middle. He found him in triple coverage. What a grab for DR Sim. He has been the workhorse of this drive, and Houston's in business in Tulsa territory.
Man, DR Sim, one of obviously the best receivers in SFL history, right there, catching the ball, and Charles Ball just destroys the guy. That's one of those hits, Curtis, that takes like 3 years out of your career.
There you go.
but DR Sim, a big tough guy, makes it happen.
Big hit, big play. Tulsa's with their backs up against the wall in field goal range in their own territory. Thrown over the middle, another one, and it's in triple coverage again. And they're slicing and dicing Badir Ajlani with the catch.
It's impressive. I've loved Kentis Johnson's kind of like throwing motion. It's very, very tight. I really like his throwing motion, and he throws dimes out there. That was a perfect throw with perfect velocity and a big first down for Ajlani.
Kentez Johnson's doing things in the passing game that veterans cannot do in this league. He is a special talent, and he's showing it here under center, and that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Houston is knocking on the door in Tulsa territory, up 10 points, looking to go up 3 scores. This is the SFL's Red River Rivalry on Rivalry Night with the SFL on Twitch, presented by APM Music. If you guys are just joining us, where you been? Already seen 24 points, might see some more in this second quarter as Chris Curtis and Ramos Lynn bring you Rivalry Night on Twitch. Offside I formation for Kentez Johnson on first down. This will be a run for Warren Murray. Breaks through 1 but not 2, but he'll get his way down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, he goes to the outside, probably does a touchdown. However, good tackle right there by Tulsa's defense. But now, second and goal, ball at the 2. If I'm Houston, I'm running the ball 2 times. I mean, you don't want to throw a pick here. You have a very talented secondary in Tulsa. You don't want to throw an interception.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a mistake, I think, if Warren Murray doesn't get a couple of rushes. He's going to put it through the left side, and he is in. Houston, touchdown. Warren Murray finds another one, and they've scored 23, going to be 24 points in the first half.
That's a beautiful play scheme again right there, Curtis. Going to the left from the right, kind of like a misdirection play. And again, number 69, big number 69, big number 33 fullback Mike Allen, number 69, Frank Martin, right there on the left-hand side, just with a convoy. And Warren Murray just runs right behind him and gets in the paint.
Tulsa thanking their lucky stars. They got that touchdown before this. They'd be down 24 points at the half. Instead, still a sizable deficit with 17 points. Still a little bit of time left before the end of the first half, but that hill already steep enough. Kick is on the way, and it is good for the extra point. Houston's up 17 points at the moment over the Tulsa Desperados as Houston looks to improve to 3-1 in the Southern Conference. Kickoff on the way very shortly. Remember, Tulsa did indeed receive the ball to start this game. They will kick it away at the start of the second half, but they'll see what they can do on offense before that happens at the 10, the 20, 25, 30 to the 32-yard line. And that is where Michael Martin will start this last drive, likely before the first half is over. And Tulsa needs a little bit of help here, but they could really do well with a touchdown to start things out, or to finish things in this first half, Ramos.
Definitely, and if I'm Tulsa, I'm throwing the ball here. I'm trying to get the points. I'm not playing this conservative. I know that throwing an interception will be a really bad thing, but I'm just going for it. I mean, you're down 17 points. You need a spark.
No, they're going to try to find a spark. Martin over the middle, catch in double coverage at the 45-yard line of Houston. That's a ball for Andre Godspeed, who brings that one home. Only his second catch of the game.
That's a big throw right there by Michael Martin. You have on the outside, and the corner, Ryan Michaels was playing with outside leverage. He thought he was probably going to do a deep out, and he hit him with the post right and a perfect throw.
Under center. Martin. Quick drop back, thrown to the outside towards the sideline is a catch, and guess who? Stephen Bush with another grab, and he will get out of bounds to stop the clock.
And a good play, it's just a 4-yard gain. However, it does stop the clock and put the ball at the 42-yard line. Still not field goal range, but stopping the clock still with 3 timeouts. You can right now with 2nd and 6 probably throw the ball short middle and try to at least get into field goal range.
Offset I formation. Looks to throw. Throws short. He has a catch but does not get out of bounds, and the Tulsa Desperados will go no huddle. 4 on the line defensively for Houston. They look to send all 4. Thrown over the right side. Caught to the 15, 10. Oh, what a very good tackle. Keeps him out of the end zone. Tulsa will call a timeout, and that is Andre Godspeed who nearly turned the corner.
And that was an incredible audible right there by the quarterback, Michael Martin. He knew that Houston was kind of like offset. I mean, they look kind of confused out there, and he hit him with the deep corner route and a big tackle, as you're saying, Curtis, because that could have been 6 points. Now with the ball at the 6-yard line, you have 32 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Probably you even want to run the ball one time here with Sansa Robinson and see what happens.
There's an opportunity. They still have a timeout if they need it. Quick throw. Martin looking at the 2-yard line. Caught, but then removed from the field of play. Stephen Bush with his 5th catch, 64 yards on the day. It's 2nd and goal.
With 2nd and goal at the 1. Good play by Bush, catching the ball in bounds, and luckily for him, he was tackled out of bounds and stopped the clock. Now, again, I repeat, I will run the ball 2 times, probably to the left. Look at the defense, Curtis. There's nobody on the left.
Got to send it to the left if you are smart. Tulsa going to try under center. They will give it to Sansa Robinson, and he will go to the right, and he will not get there. Tulsa calls their 2nd to last timeout, and they have 3rd and goal on the 1.
Boy, if Houston is going to that defense, what a screen pass to the left, or kind of like a toss play to the left, because again, there's nobody on the left. Now there is. So probably, let's see what they do.
Yeah, through the middle, maybe this will be a chance. Sansa Robinson finds his way home. That is a Desperados touchdown, and they get themselves back to within 10 points with the extra point good.
That's a beautiful drive right there look at the offensive line right there. Just pushing everybody like 3 yards into the end zone for a big score. And Tulsa, I mean, if Tulsa plays the second half like they have been playing this last 3-4 minutes of the game, Curtis, they really do have a chance.
Yeah, they have a chance, and we could be in for a heck of a finish in Houston. Lining up for the extra point should that go. If it does go, we'll have a 10-point deficit. Tulsa with a really, really good drive. Efficient drive. Kick is on the way. It is through. 2-minute drill works for Tulsa. Houston going to get the ball back just to probably run down to the end of the first half. As Wheeler puts it through, Houston again receives the ball at the start of the second half. So it'll be in their best interest probably to just waste the rest of this clock and make sure nothing bad happens. Tulsa ready to kick it again. Houston. And 2-1, trying to get to 3-1. Tulsa not making it very easy on them, at least from an offensive standpoint. And that's going to be a run to the right to the 30-yard line. And Kentez back out on the field with not much time remaining. 20 seconds to work with in what looks to be a 2-score game at the moment.
And with the ball at the 30-yard line, with only 20 seconds, just right here run the ball and taking this to halftime. Because, Tulsa's offense has been really lights out this past few minutes. So I will honestly just go ahead and take this to halftime.
And a free play. Kentez realizes it, throws to the left, gets it out of bounds. Not going to matter too much. It'll be probably a 5-yard gain anyway. They'll probably take the 1st and 5 as DR Sim will catch it on the sideline. So the Hyenas will indeed accept 1st and 5. Linebacker couldn't quite hold himself from getting across the line, and Houston, not that it matters much at this point with the amount of time left, but they have a new set of downs and a half distance to go to move the sticks.
As we look at Cantus Johnson's numbers right there, 149.1 quarterback rating for the rookie. A very impressive day right there here for the Houston Hyena quarterback. And let's see if he can take that into the second half.
Play handoff to Warren Murray coming. He will get the ball, has some room to run, and he will get just a yard shy of the first down. 8 seconds left in the first half. Getting very close to the end of it. We may see one more play. We will. Murray again to the left, has some room to run, tries a spin move, and gets taken out. Really, really harsh. And that is going to do it for the first 2 quarters in Houston. Get one more replay from Warren Murray's run as he gets taken out with like a... He just gets his bell rung. That's a nasty little hit. But that's going to do it in Houston for the first half. Houston up 24-14 as we head to the locker rooms for the break. And as we go into the halftime report real quick, we'll make this quick. Ramos, give me your impression of the first half. What will we see the adjustment-wise for each team?
Well, if I am Tulsa, I'm just playing more like I've played the last 3-4 minutes because they started to throw the ball deep with some post routes, and it has really worked for them. They got a couple of touchdowns out of those plays. And if I am Houston, I'm just playing the same offensively. I'm playing just the same exact type of game I've been playing all game long. You know, Warren Murray getting involved, DR Sim, you know, keeping the quarterback clean. Kentis Johnson has been outstanding today with the poise. Look at this throw right here to the outside to batter Ashlani. Ashlani with a lot of speed gets in the end zone. So, you know, I will do pretty much offensively Houston what they've did this half. And if I'm Tulsa, I'm just desperately trying to get some pressure on the QB.
Fair enough. First half in the books from Houston, 24-14. As you take a look at the highlights, we'll lead you into the second half here in very short order. We'll take a break here on the SFL Network on Twitch, presented by APM Music. Stay with us. We are indeed back at the start of the second half of play, 24-14. Houston about to get us back going. Chris Curtis and Ramos Lynn along with you in Houston as the Houston Hyenas will get the ball first to start the second half, and that return is going to go up to the 26-yard line. Welcome you back into Houston, Texas. The Red River rivalry gets reignited on Twitch as we start the second half, as mentioned. 38 points between the two teams in the first half. A couple of touchdowns, one apiece for each running back. And that man is the story for the Houston Hyenas, Kentis Johnson, who comes out and has really, really done well in this start. 1 incompletion through 11 tries in this game. And he gets taken down. Big pressure by the defensive line for the Desperados, and a little bit of a taunt after the play there, getting in the head. Rhett Sawyer is of the rookie Kentis Johnson.
And this is the first time we speak about Rhett Sawyer this game, and that was a very interesting defensive concept right there, because the outside receivers were double covered at the line of scrimmage, like double jammed at the line of scrimmage, and Kentis Johnson looked kind of confused out there. The first time Tulsa shows this type of defense.
Under center. Kentis to throw. Puts it over the top, and it's picked off! And the secondary for Tulsa does force a turnover. What a play for the Desperados. And that is going to be Heslep, Nate Heslep, with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, Nate Heslep last season had a lot of interceptions alongside Charles Ball. And this is the prime start of the half that you wanted to have as a Tulsa Desperado fan. You get a sacked first down. Kentez Johnson kind of confused, throws the ball into coverage. Ill-advised throw. You get an interception, and you're in Houston territory.
3 on the bottom of your screen, 1 on the top for Michael Martin. Throws short, and the receivers got in the way of each other. That's not going to work, and it's second down.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate play right there. The playbook doing no favors to those wide receivers who just ran into each other, and it just hit somebody in the chest or in the helmet. That was not a good play.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication on the route. It's going to be a 2nd and 10. Under center, 2 in the backfield is Martin. Corey Jones, the intended receiver on that last play, couldn't bring it in. Martin to throws short, has a catch for Sansa Robinson. He's going to get a couple as he brings it to a 2-yard gain to the 39-yard line.
And the outside player, the blocker, just did not pick up that defender. If he picks up that defender, probably Sansa Robinson goes for a 10, 15-yard gain. But still, 3rd and 8, still manageable. Let's see if Michael Martin can convert.
They're inside Houston territory as well, just on the precipice of field goal range. Martin going to wing it over the middle. Caught at the 15, taken down to the 12-yard line. And that is a 1st and 10 at the 12 for Andre Godspeed.
And Andre Godspeed has been, in the last about 8 minutes of play, Curtis, the best receiver of this Tulsa Desperados. And again, that deep post route has been working wonders for Tulsa, and Houston has no answer for them.
Big catch. Godspeed closing in on 100 yards receiving already. Michael Martin has really flipped the script about halfway through the second quarter to now. Offset eye as they're well within field goal range. Handoff. Sanzo tries to get to the outside to turn the corner. Not going to happen. And the secondary, Blake Chance, comes up and makes a nice hit.
That was a beautiful textbook play by Blake Chance right there on the pursuit. Diagonal run coverage right there by the safety, and he just wrapped him up, tackled him, and just maybe half a yard gain. It was a very impressive play by the safety.
Martin to throw. Might go to the outside. Has Sansa there. Can he break a tackle? He cannot. He'll be taken down behind the line after what turns out to be a 1-yard loss. I do believe 3rd and 11 upcoming at the Houston 14.
And again, the speed of this Houston Hyena defense is very impressive. Their number 3 outside linebacker, Damian Hutchinson, at 6'3", 246 pounds. Big linebacker, making the stop. And, impressive how they can wrap him up on first contact.
Martin looks to throw on 3rd down. Has some room to move out of the pocket. It'll be a handoff, not much to it. And Sansa gets the ball, moves it forward a little bit, but it'll be 4th and 9, a field goal likely coming, and they'll try to cut it to a 1-score game.
Yeah, right there. Nobody open down the field. It seems that Houston was just dropping everybody back in coverage, and that was the only option for Michael Martin. Just dump it short, and hopefully Sansa Robinson can make something happen, and he, unfortunately for him, was unable to do so.
29-yard attempt is up, and it is going to be right through the uprights. And a 3-point score makes it a 1-score game in Houston. They're back to within a touchdown. Andrew Wheeler puts it through the uprights. Good stuff from the Tulsa special teams. And Houston will get the ball back. Kentez going to try to redeem himself after an interception on his last possession. And it's only his 2nd incompletion of this game. He's 10 for 12 at the moment, which is obscene. Although it's not unheard of from him. He had an 80% completion percentage last game in the win over Atlanta. So he's done this before. This will be a run back to the 30-yard line. And 29 is where they'll mark him. And out comes Kentez Johnson with Warren Murray flanking him.
Yeah, and if I'm Houston right now, I'm giving the ball to Murray. Warren Murray has 17 carries for 63 yards and a score. It's a 3.7 yard per carry average, which is not super impressive. However, you obviously want to establish right now your offense. You want to establish a drive and not put your defense on the field this quick.
And they got to kind of restart the process after the interception as well. Throw to the outside is going to be caught, and it's going to be an immediate tackle to the outside. A 6-yard gain for, I believe that was DR Sim, who it indeed is his 4th catch.
Yeah, and DR Sim has been covered pretty well this game. Has 4 catches for 40 yards, and most of those yards, Curtis, went on that big post route where he got lit up by Charles Ball. So actually, Murray of the Tulsa Desperados, covering DR Sim pretty well this game.
3 in the backfield for Johnson. Quick drop back, 5-step drop, handoff or throw off to Warren Murray. Big spin move, and he's going to break through 1, but not 3 different Desperados. He will have a first down for Houston into Tulsa territory.
Yeah, that was set up beautifully right there by Warren Murray. As we take a look at the replay, he catches the ball, and there's no Tulsa Desperado player, and makes a spin move and makes a defender look silly out there. That was number 21, Nate Heslip, who could just couldn't make it happen. A little bit of a block in the back right there by the offensive lineman, but big play for Houston, a great play call, and puts the ball almost at midfield, past midfield actually.
Houston trying to put the score back to a 2-score game. Johnson to throw, wings it over the middle, tipped, and a tip drill is going to find it hitting the floor. And Kanye Rockefeller had a chance, could not bring it home.
Man, that was such a missed opportunity for Tulsa right there, because Kanye Rockefeller read that beautifully and almost made the interception, and then Nate Heslip, I think it was, pick as well. So a big break right there for Houston on just getting another chance, getting a second down.
Yeah, Heslip already has 1 interception. Trying to join Charles Ball Charles Ball had 2 last week. He'd love to get 1 more against the young rookie. Johnson to throw again. Puts it again over the... That one is picked off at the 34-yard line. Kanye Rockefeller couldn't get it last play. Gets it fine this play, and the ball changes hands.
And redemption right there for Kanye Rockefeller. Again, a big throw. Like a long throw right there by the Houston Hyenas offense, looking for DR Sim, and Kanye Rockefeller, the center fielder, right there in his 6th season in the SFL, makes it happen, gets the interception.
Moving right to left along your television screen, it's going to be the Desperados offense. Hand off to Sansa Robinson, who has a little bit of room to run, but not much. It'll be a 2-yard gain. Martin back out on the field. Needs to take a look at Eddie Gage there, a little bit slow in getting up. He will get up and get to the sideline real quick.
Yeah, because it's not easy to get up after tackling this big of a guy. Sansa Robinson, 6'2", 228. So he's a big running back, and it's not easy to stand up after a hit for him.
Split backs formation for Michael Martin. Looks to throw. Second season QB is going to get hit from behind, and he gets hit like a Mack truck. The Hyenas defensive line gets to him and brings him down.
And not good recognition right there by Michael. He had a lot of room to step up in the pocket, get a little bit more time to throw the ball or scramble, and he just stood up there and got sacked. Now it's a big 3rd and long.
Huge 3rd and long indeed. You got to get it to the 44-yard line. Martin throws deep, left, picked off. And hasn't been touched yet. This is going to be a return for Ryan Michaels, who has his 2nd interception of the ball game.
Ryan Michaels probably going to be again in the Pro Bowl this season, one of the best corners in the SFL. And right there on the fade route, he doesn't get faked by the fade route. He was expecting that all the way. That's great coaching by the Houston Hyenas defensive coordinator, rather. And, They give it just right back. It counts almost as a punt, but it's something that Tulsa just wanted back. Obviously, you want to score and make this even a tie game or even a closer game, obviously.
And you got to give Martin a little bit of blame on that one too. The fade route, there was no fake on Ryan Michaels. However, he severely underthrew that ball. This will be a run through the middle. Warren Murray has a couple of yards. If he throws it a little over the top, then probably. I think this receiver has a chance at it. But Ryan Michaels, the veteran cornerback out there, easy read for him, and he just picks it off.
Yeah, it was just, you don't get many easier interceptions like that. You're Ryan Michaels. You read the play all, and underthrown ball is just an ill-advised pass for Michael Martin.
Center is Murray. He's going to spin move through 1. He's got some room to run. He breaks through another tackle, but not 3, as he gets inside of Tulsa territory to the 35-yard line.
Look at number 69, Frank Martin again. Right there, picks up a block, picks up another block, and then goes down the field, and then pancakes another defensive back. So he blocked 3 players on that one, and a great work by the running back right there, Warren Murray, staying patient, picking up his blocks, and getting a big first down.
Warren Murray's had a couple nasty little spin cycles today. He adds another one to his repertoire. How about another? He's trying a fourth as well, and he gets 3 yards from it. Probably should have only had one, but that initial spin move at the line of scrimmage was nasty.
He turns no gain plays into 3-4 yard gains just because of that spin move, and it's impressive. That puts the ball in field goal range, which in a game like this is very important, Curtis. If you're in field goal range, you have a chance.
Hurricane Murray is in the building, and that's going to be to the left, to the 28-yard line. Kenta is starting to try to find his groove here, but he's put himself in some rough spots with those last 2 possessions and the 2 interceptions.
3rd and 1 right there. If I am Houston, I'm giving the ball right there to Warren Murray. I'm just putting that heavy set and put number 69 right there, big number 69 on the outside, trying to block somebody. Because if you're running behind him, it's very, very tough to have you bring down.
Free play. Warren Murray doesn't care. He's got a first down anyway. They're going to decline this penalty, move the ball to the 17-yard line in Tulsa territory. Houston is well within striking distance to try to put this back to a 2-score game.
Neutral zone infraction, number 95, defense. The
penalty is indeed declined. Warren Murray, first down. Chance for Houston to do some damage here. Under center. Kentez Johnson, plenty in the box defensively for Tulsa. Expecting a Warren Murray run, they're going to get what they ask for, and Murray can't go anywhere. A 1-yard gain to get it up to the 18.
Yeah, and again, that's Sawyer right there, who we have not talked a lot about. Curtis, he has 1 sack and has been kind of quiet, probably double team blocked all game long. But he's a big presence on that defensive line, and it's very important for him to stop these gaps.
16-yard line, looking to throw over the middle. Kentez can't find the receiver. That's a big miss, and a 3rd down upcoming. It'll be 3rd and 8.
That's a missed opportunity right there, and that's why some teams like Alaska has a star fullback, because you can put him outside to throw passes to him, and they will make the catches. So when you have a player who just comes in from the practice squad, is more difficult.
Take a look there at Charles Ball. He's lined up on the bottom of your screen in the safety spot. Kentez in the backfield by himself. Plenty of time. Wings it short. That's going to be a catch, but nothing doing. It'll be 4th and 4. And Houston will be held to a field goal attempt, but they can push it back to a 10-point lead, which is important as we get into later stages of this game.
Right, and that was number 88, who is Greg Norris, 6'4", 210, on the reception. And, you don't want to throw the ball, down the field and get it picked, so it's better if you just throw it short and hopefully your wide receiver can make a play, but tough break.
And that kick is up and through from 28 yards. They do indeed push it to a 10-point lead, and Tulsa going to have to make another stab at this. 10-point game, they've been closer than this, so this is something, as we get to the later stages of the 3rd quarter, becomes a big possession for Michael Martin and company. They got to get points of some kind, likely on this drive. Ball teed up at the 30. We're about ready to send it away. Kick is indeed on the way. It'll get down to the 10-yard line. Caught there. Get it to the 20-25. Spin move. Double spin move. Has some room to run and gets taken down at the 31. Michael Martin back out on the field, but not before a quick message from the SFL.
Want to do what I do? Contact me in the DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are #Loading Legends in the SFL.
Quick run through the middle for Sansa Robinson, and he has not really found any kind of groove in this game. 2-yard average on 32 yards. Does have a touchdown, but they're going to have to lean on him a little bit more, as they've kind of removed him from the equation at the start of the second half.
Right, and you can credit that to this defense. Look at how many players are right there in the box, Curtis, for this Houston defense. 8 players right there expecting the run.
That's going to be through the middle, and that is a run again for Robinson. 3rd and 3 coming up. Got to give a huge shout-out to our stats guy for this game, Gerald Smith, who has been more than amicable in his, I believe it's his first or second day on the job. Has already done 3 games, including this one tonight, on this action-packed Sunday of SFL action. Split backs for the Desperados. Martin to throw. Throws outside. Has a catch, and that's a first down. He moves it upfield at the midfield stripe to the 49. That's where he's taken down. It's Stephen Bush again.
Yeah, that was a 3-4 look by the Houston Hyenas, and it looked like the defensive backs, the corners, just went deep, kind of expecting probably another fade route or something, but that was a short yardage situation, so probably you wanted to cover the ball to the flat instead, and they just took advantage of it and got a first down.
Under center, Michael Martin. Defensive line backing off a little bit, likely only going to send 4 at the quarterback. They do send 4. Martin wings it deep, left side, and tipped and nearly intercepted again. Michael's trying for the hat trick of interceptions, just about brought that one in here.
Just blanketing the wide receiver right there. Was that another? Yeah, that was another fade route, and Ryan Michaels has that one diagnosed all the way. He has been covering that fade route all game long, not letting anything go his way, and big hops right there. It's a big corner, Ryan Michaels is, and with that, body just jumping, just shielding his body against the wide receiver and making a play.
He's given Godspeed tons of room on this second down. See what Martin has. Looks to throw. Has one outside for Godspeed, and that is going to be a catch. Holds the line. 2nd and 3. And Godspeed, 103 yards, 5 catches for him. That's a decent average. Just over 20 yards a catch.
Definitely. And again, on the tackle, Ryan Michaels at 6'3", 210 pounds. Another guy that I was able to coach in the Pro Bowl, as I said, and he's just so instinctive and so good at what he does.
Houston faithful getting loud for their team as they try to will them to a stop. Tulsa's got to get to the 40-yard line for a first down. Martin looks to throw. Has time. Throws short. That's a nice job of jumping the route from the linebacker for the Hyenas. And it's 4th down coming. Another punt coming for Tulsa.
That's a big play by B.J. Loveless, the outside linebacker, 6'2", 245 pounds, taking on the 2nd round of this draft. And, looking very good out there in coverage one-on-one. It's not easy, when you're in the open field covering a receiver one-on-one, but he does and forces a 4th down.
Punt coming. Houston nearly got there. They had 2 very close to blocking that kick. It'll bounce at the 9 to the 2, and not able to hold it in is the coverage team. So a chance for Houston at the 20-yard line to possibly separate themselves for the last time in this contest. We still have a couple minutes left in this third quarter, however. The Hyenas would be in a good spot to try to get some points here.
Definitely, and with the ball at the 20-yard line, with 32 seconds left here in the third, probably you want to run the ball, and they're in running situation. Look at number 85 right here for Houston. Let's see what he does. He's been doing a great job blocking out of this formation.
This is going to be a big-time tackle. Warren Murray can't find the groove. It is going to be a big tackle for Tulsa to move them back a yard. They'll actually say got back at 2nd and 10.
And again, number 85 right there whiffed on that one. It's Randy Gathers, the non-contracted tight end at 6'6", 255 as a tight end. He is their blocker. He's the lead blocking tight end, but unable to make the block on that one.
Johnson to throw, has one to the outside to the 25-30, and caught at the 32 and taken out of bounds. Take a look there. Talking about the size of the tight end, Ramos, 6'6". You got to think at the size you are at that point, it's really hard to block low, but Gathers does a good job.
And speaking about big tight ends, Yasin Clifton at 6'7", 265 nags that from the air and runs it for the first down.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. It is a 27-17 game in the Red River Rivalry on Twitch, presented by APM Music. Ramos and I will be right back after these messages.
APM Music is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com and visit their all-new esports landing page to find the best highlight music, heroic action, and epic sounds to boost the quality of your esports stream just like us. Log on to forum.apmmusic.com/esports for more information. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
The Red River Rivalry on Rivalry Night presented by APM Music, Show Business Studios, Media Tech Institute, Richards Printworks, ScoreStream, and SpyGoat as we welcome you back into the Hyenas Den Stadium, Houston, Texas, the site of Rivalry Night. On Twitch, Chris Curtis, Ramos, Lynn with you as we get the fourth quarter underway in a 10-point game. Been an entertaining one to this point, Ramos. Tulsa really trying to claw their way back and have been for a while, but they've done better job at stopping that man right there, Kentez Johnson, but they got to try to turn the corner here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they were down by 17 points, 17-0, and they have been able to keep this relatively close, but now they need another stop.
DR Sims going to make that catch towards the sideline, and he bowls over a teammate after he hits the sideline. That is a 9-yard gain and a little bit of a love tap for his mate on the side.
And a good play here, 9 yards, 2nd and 1. You know, at your own 40-yard line. Probably you want to run the ball right here with Warren Murray, and just keep the chains moving. But you know, there's about 8 players in the box right there for Tulsa.
Under center. Handoff to Warren Murray, has a first down and a few more. Breaks through 1 tackle, but he can't break through 6 Desperados, and he'll be taken down. Hits the 100-yard mark with that run. Has 1 rushing touchdown to his credit. See if he can continue the run forward.
That's a very well schemed play, number 69 again. Frank Martin. Sorry, I've been highlighting Frank Martin more than any other player in this game, but he's doing a terrific job against the star defensive tackle of the Tulsa Desperados, and it's been impressive, and that's a big reason why Houston has been able to, Warren Murray has been able to get up more than 100 yards this game.
He's been a big spring for Warren Murray's rushing attack, no doubt about that. Kentez making a change at the line. He sees something in this defense. We'll see what he spots. Handoff, probably changed direction on the run, and attempted Hurricane Murray spin move, and that did not quite work out to his benefit. 2nd and 8.
And with a 2nd and 8 right now, Tulsa with the opportunity to probably, you know, if you can get a sack here, right here, Curtis, because I will not be surprised if Houston throws the ball. You know, you've been giving the ball a lot to Warren Murray, so if you throw the ball, if you can get a sack, that's a 3rd and long.
That's a run to the right side. Breaks through 1 tackle, but can't get any farther than that. Murray takes it down to a 2nd and 3 after a 5-yard gain. Or 3rd and 3, sorry.
Yeah. And, you know, you're not in field goal range right now, Curtis. You know, this will be like 1-yarder, which is not going to happen. But, you know, if you're Tulsa, you can make a stop here. What I will do is actually just try to cover short. I don't think Houston is going to throw the ball deep. If you can cover the flats, try to make a stop before the first down marker, that's going to be good.
Tulsa needs a stop here. Chance to throw. Long! Caught at the 16-yard line. Tackled at the 15. It's Badir Ajlani with his 4th catch.
You know, I think Kentez Johnson has like a headset on his helmet that listens to me, obviously, because I was saying, you know, do not throw the ball deep, throw the ball short, and he says, screw that. I will just throw the ball again deep and put the ball in the red zone. And you know, this is desperate time for the Desperados, no pun intended.
They need something to go right. This will be Murray as he fights his way forward for a yard. 2nd and 9 upcoming. Was nearly stopped behind the line, but again, just cannot be brought down behind that blue line on screen.
Yeah, with the ball at, with 16 yards to go for the score, 8 minutes left. Honestly, if I'm Houston, I'm just trying to run the ball again, trying to make it happen in the ground, and just taking as much time as I can off the clock. Probably to the right.
Yep, this is to the right. That'll be a chance and another attempted spin move from Murray. And it will get to the outside, a 3-yard gain, make it 3rd and 6. But they get down all the way to the Tulsa 12 as Charles Ball comes up and makes the play.
With a 3rd and 5 right there. Let's see what Tulsa can do. Let's see make a big play here. Last season he was the guy who was big clutch plays for this Tulsa defense.
In the gun, Kentez Johnson probably looking end zone here. He's going to get taken down. Does get rid of the ball in time, but the Tulsa Desperados do make the stop necessary as they will likely hold them to 3 points if the Hyenas can make it happen. And 29-yard attempt coming up.
And a big play right there by the defensive end, KT Taylor at 6'6", 295 pounds. Make the hit as he was throwing the ball, and a great coverage by the Tulsa Desperados defensive backfield because Kentez Johnson just did not have anybody to throw the football to.
It's a big, big play for Tulsa as they're able to at least keep it to a 2-possession game. Snap is good, hold good, kick on the way, it is up, and it is through. 29 yards through the uprights. Houston adds 3 more. It's a 30-17 game. As David Griffin adds another field goal, the Desperados need points probably on this drive, or they may be too little too late going forward. Ball on the tee and ready to go. A good return would really set the Desperados up for success on this drive, potentially. As Michael Martin gets set to come back out. Kick is on the way. It'll be caught, and the return will start from the 7. Get it to the 15, the 20, 25. He pushes his way forward to the 32-yard line, where he will be stopped. Charles Ball on the return, and here comes Michael Martin. The game laying on his shoulders at the moment. You can't really lean on Sanzo as he's been rather ineffective in the second half. It's all on you, kid. Got to make something happen.
Yeah, and if I'm Tulsa, right now you're going the heavy. So I'm probably throwing the ball deep post routes because that's what has been working all game long for them.
Hand off Sanzo. He's going to get a couple of yards going forward. He will get 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Sanzo Robinson. As I say, we lean on Michael Martin. All of a sudden, Sanzo Robinson gets the handoff. So, shows what I know about what the Desperados are going to do. Plenty on the defensive line here.
Another heavy set, and again, there's like 9 players in the box for the Houston Hyenas.
Setting up a run to the right. The blocking is there, but Sanza cannot turn the corner. Ends up pushing his way forward and cutting off his momentum. And he will gain a yard, but puts it to a 3rd and 5. And that's a pretty big problem for Tulsa as they still have a decently long 3rd down to work with.
Definitely, and this is a 3rd and 5. This is not easy to do. You have right now 4 wide receivers and a tight end, so probably another corner route here, Curtis. Trying to go deep.
Maybe a post route. He's looking to the right, potentially over the middle, and nearly intercepted. That was a problem and a decision-making issue for Michael Martin as that was nearly going back the other way.
Yeah, and if that's picked off, probably this is a pick 6 again. B.J. Loveless has been incredible on this middle of the field, just stopping drag routes and those crossing routes rather. Again, this is a rookie at 6'2", 245 pounds who, despite his big size, is very, very quick stopping those passes.
Tulsa is going to punt this on 4th down. They really don't have a choice at this point yet. The snap to the right, nearly blocked again, but it will be a deep punt. Get it to the 24-yard line. He's taken down there. Big, big hit. And the Desperados at least pin the Hyenas back a bit. However, they really have to make a priority on getting this ball back and getting some points on the board. They cannot let Houston waste a ton of time here.
Definitely. If I'm Houston right now, again, you're coming into the time where it's just 6 minutes left in the game. You're winning by 2 scores. You have to run the ball. Even if you don't get a touchdown by running the football, you have to take this clock down.
It'll be a run to the right for Murray and a tackle behind the line as they continue to knock the clock down. 2nd and 13 after a 3-yard loss.
And that's an outstanding play right there by Richard Newton, the outside linebacker for Tulsa, because, there was blocking to the right side. Everybody got blocked on the defense except number 49, and he did not overcommit. He waited until he had the chance to make the stop.
Under center for the Hyenas, another handoff to Warren Murray. Has some blocking in front of him, but the blocker runs ahead of the block, and he will get back to the original line of scrimmage, make it 3rd and 10.
And this is something that, Tulsa has been doing very well as of late, is just covering the gaps, not over pursuing, and just going sideline to sideline very quick, stopping the running back. Now at 3rd and 10, this is obvious passing situation, so let's see if this Tulsa defense can capitalize.
They have a couple interceptions already. Can they get a third? Johnson over the middle, tipped and nearly intercepted. Unable to bring that one down. The attempt was indeed to DR Sim over the middle, and it will be a 4th down. Tulsa finds the stop.
They did, and the Houston Hyenas only able to take 1 minute off the clock. They were not able to take much off this clock, so now Tulsa with the ball again, only down 2 scores. They still have plenty of time to attempt a comeback.
See what Tulsa has in them. Punt upcoming. Charles Ball would do good to possibly get some running room here. But either way, they're going to have good field position as Houston is punting it from their own 24-yard line. Punter lined up at the 8. Snap is a good one. Kick well on the way, and it's a decent low-pressure kick. Ball has the ball. He's going to get back to the 46-yard line. Ball has the ball. I just realized what I did there. Okay, midfield, and the Desperados have the football back.
And this is really good field position by Tulsa. If you can probably, get a big play here, probably like a 25-yard pass. You still have about 4 minutes and something to score a touchdown here quick. You can still kick the ball deep and try to make a stop on defense, and, anything can happen right now.
Martin will wing it to the right, tipped and incomplete. I think Stephen Bush actually hit a hand on that, but the secondary for Houston says absolutely not. And that is Tyleek Jones who gets to make the play.
Yeah, Tyleek Jones on that one, and there was just man-to-man coverage, and it's not easy to stop that corner route. But Jones able to jump and make the stop.
2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. For Martin, Sansa Robinson in the backfield. Long drop back, 5-step, moves in the pocket, throws, and a back shoulder throw is not going to go the way of the Desperados. Danderson, the backup tight end, had a shot at it, could not bring it in.
Great play right there by Blake Chance, just covering the flats and able to put his left hand on it and swat it back into the defense, trying to make a tip drill interception. Unable to do so, but a big stop and a big 3rd down and 10 here.
And 5 wide to work with, too. Got to get the ball to the 43. Martin to throw. Long. Caught! 1st down. Big catch. And Tulsa moves the chains.
Now in the no huddle. Take a look and watch out for the post route here, Curtis.
Looking to throw. Martin. Diving play, but it's intercepted instead. An overthrow by Michael Martin. And the Houston makes the interception happen. It is Tyleek Jones with his first interception of the game.
And it was just an ill-advised throw. He just panicked, Curtis. He was stepping into the blitz, into the defenders, and that was just a wobbly ball. It was a really poor throw, and just giving the ball right back into the Hyenas. You didn't have to take this into no huddle. I mean, you still have plenty of time left. Just you got a 1st down. Just think about it and make a smart play, and they didn't do it.
Well, the no huddle was not necessary, but neither was that throw. He had more time than I think he realized. And that really caused a problem as Murray's going to put more time off the clock with a nice 7-yard run on the first play from scrimmage on this drive for the Hyenas.
Let's see if we could get a replay right there. We are not, but Kanye Rockefeller just got rocked, a fella. I mean, it was a really, really incredible play by the tight end, number 85. You know, there was a guy that was speaking about like 6'6", 260 pounds, a tight end, and he just put him on his back.
3 in the backfield. One of them is Warren Murray, who is likely going to get the ball. Houston going to put as much time off the clock as physically possible here. 7 seconds left on the play clock before they snap this. That'll be a run to the left for Warren Murray, and he will get a first down. 3:44 left in regulation time as time ticks away for Tulsa.
Again, Randy Gathers just leading the block against Kanye Rockefeller, just pushing him out of the play and just leaving a wide open space for Warren Murray, the running back, to get a first down.
Houston faithful appreciative of the effort so far. See if they can finish it off. Plenty in the box. Everybody in the building knows a run's coming. Hand off to Murray. Right side. Has a block. Breaks a tackle. And gets a couple of yards back. It'll be 3rd and 6. Charles Ball, another tackle for him, has 7 to work with. And a couple for a loss as well.
Yeah, and we will see this from Houston from here on out. They will put in the backup running back whenever Warren Murray gets tired, and they will do it again. Run up the left, run middle, run right, until Tulsa can stop it. I mean, they have been unable to stop it this drive.
Under center, Kentez Johnson, who, albeit given the 2 interceptions, has played pretty well. Huge tackle. And that is Warren Murray, who takes a seat. 4th down coming. And Tulsa will get the ball back at least. 3 minutes left. No timeouts taken by Tulsa as of yet. They're going to try to punch this down as much as possible. Houston will before they punt the ball.
Yeah, and from somebody that we have not spoken about at all, Ghibli Dew, at 6'6", 296 pounds, the rookie, taken in the first round of this draft. Just sniffing this and making the stop behind the line of scrimmage.
2-minute warning in Houston. 120 seconds to go. Houston trying to hold on to a 13-point lead. This is the SFL's Rivalry Night on Twitch, presented by APM Music. It is 3rd down. Handoff. Murray is going to go nowhere. Finally, Tulsa's going to call a timeout. Minute 57 to go. Minute 57 to go. And the Hyenas will be forced to punt it away. Tulsa will get the ball back one more time for a desperation drive. They need a whole lot of help if they are to make a challenge to this 30-17 game.
It was Espen Royale in that play. Espen Royale, probably the best linebacker, who has been quiet this game. However, whenever it's in the clutch, he shows up. 99 problems shows up. And now Tulsa, with 1 minute and 50 seconds approximately, has a chance to probably get a quick score, an onside kick, and try to make it happen.
And that punt return is going to go absolutely nowhere for Charles Ball. And Michael Martin, what could be his last drive of the football game, is out to try to at least get some points on the board. They need a touchdown, and nothing short of that will put any dent into this deficit. He has 5 wide to work with. Obvious passing situation with this much time left. Quick drop, has time, throws over the middle. That is caught, and they're going to run no huddle. 2nd and 2. Everybody in position for Tulsa. Quick drop back, looks to throw, wings it towards the corner, and that is tipped and incomplete. So past midfield, Godspeed can't bring it in. Clock will stop with just over a minute to go.
That's great man-to-man coverage right there by Blake Chance. Apologies. Just going outside one-on-one, and it's not easy for a safety to go one-on-one against a wide receiver and making the big-time play.
Houston faithful getting loud for one more time. Plenty in coverage on a 3rd and 2. Long drop back for Martin. Has to throw it. Throws back shoulder. That's a catch and a first down. Not much more than that. as a minute and a half turns into a minute and 17 seconds. It takes a long time for Godspeed to get back onto his side of the field. Looking to throw. Looking. Tries to evade a sack. He can't do it. They'll run no huddle again, but that is going to be a very debilitating sack as they lose yardage.
Yeah, that one is painful. It's going to lose like 15 seconds, and also you lose 7 yards.
Martin to throw. Over the middle. That is intercepted. You saw that coming a mile away. And who is it who grabbed it? That was Eddie Gage who brings that one in, his first interception of the game, and that is going to spell doom for the Tulsa Desperados.
Yeah, Eddie Gage, probably the best strong safety in SFL history. He has been playing in this league for 9 seasons. Probably the longest tenured current player in the SFL, if I remember correctly. He's been playing since season 3, played with the Baltimore Crabs, and now playing with the Houston Hyenas. One of the best in the business, seals the game.
And the victory formation, the lovely victory formation for the Hyenas as they take the knee, trying to whittle this time down. Tulsa calls their second timeout, 1 more remaining, but the Hyenas are going to move to 3-1. Good stuff from them. We'll see what they can do next week, and the Desperados still searching for that first win. And they are having some issues that they will work on. There were some moments in this game where you thought, you know what, they have a chance, like that drive at the end of the first half. They scored a touchdown to get it within 10 points. And all of a sudden we looked like we had a game, but the Hyenas just really put their foot down and didn't let them back in.
Yeah, and it came down to the Tulsa miscue, throwing interceptions and just being unable to capitalize on the opportunities they had as well. You know, it didn't help that at the beginning of the game they just got, they dug themselves in a hole, 17-0 deficit, and they were, unfortunately for them, not able to come back from it. They will have the ball again, probably with like 2 seconds left, but again, it's too late right now for Tulsa as they drop a 2-4. If you're Tulsa, even though you're dropping to 0-4, this is not the end of the season. You still have plenty of time. We've seen teams like Vancouver coming back from 0-4 to the playoffs.
Yep.
Like the Aztecs, we went 1-5. We started the season 1-5 back in season 8 and got to the playoffs as well. So it's not the end of the world, but obviously you need to get stuff going this very next game.
Yep, it's a punt upcoming for Houston as we look ahead to week 5 for both of these rosters. Tulsa, who is not done with their road trip just yet, they will head to New Orleans into the Big Easy to play the Pharaohs in week number 5. That's a nice spin move from Charles Ball, and that will end the ball game and the proceedings in Houston. The Houston Hyenas will go to Tallahassee to the Lions Den to play the Tallahassee Pride next week as well. Ramos, your post-game thoughts?
Well, it's just a very well game played by the Houston Hyenas. 120 yards. They just look very good offensively, scoring 30 points, and defensively, again, Chad Tackle had a couple of big plays. Eddie Gage had a big interception at the end. Blake Chance was playing very strong all game long. Ryan Michaels was not beat deep on that fade route all game long. So, really, really well played game by the Houston Hyenas. And I saw some flashes here by Tulsa. Last week, they only scored 6 points against the Pride. Now they score 17, and another play here and there. If you do not make this mistake or that mistake, probably they would have been able to probably steal this game. But positives out of these two teams. I think Tulsa will improve and get a win pretty soon.
Yeah, should not be long for them. We end things here in Houston. Houston wins the game, a 13-point decision, 30-17. And this has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League. For more information, use the Discord command in chat to get into the Discord community, or go to simulationfl.net for more information. For Gerald Smith and Ramos Lynn, I am Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Houston. 30-17, Houston. Winners in week number 4. We'll see you tomorrow night for Fan Night on the SFL Network on Twitch, presented by APM Music. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.